Greetings, citizens of the world. We all know that our United States government has started to help people around the world who are oppressed from corrupt governments. Leaders who treat their people terribly and commit their human rights are on the top of the list. American people have witnessed that Venezuelan government treat their citizens horribly. There were many protests against the corrupt government, which has worsened recently and seem to only be getting more strained daily. These tensions have only increased since the government has begun to take an even more authoritarian streak. The Venezuelan president, Nicolas Maduro, has even gone as far as to seize power from the country's legislature, essentially leaving democracy in the dust and creating a one-man ruler. Our President Donald Trump, seeing this happen to the innocent people of Venezuela, has said that he would step in with military interference if need be. This past Friday, surrounded by Secretary of State Rex Tillerson, U.S. Ambassador to the UN Nikki Haley, and National Security Advisor H.R. McMaster, Trump offered what some have called a surprise escalation on the Venezuela political upheaval that has killed 120 people and injured thousands. Venezuela is not very far away, and the people are suffering and they are dying, Trump told reporters, per The Hill. We have many options for Venezuela, including a possible military option if necessary. When pressed by reporters on whether that meant the U.S. would lead an operation in the South American country, Trump replied, "We don't talk about it, but a military operation, a military option, is certainly something that we could pursue." The U.S. just hit Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro with financial sanctions in late July, with a statement from Trump noting, "Maduro is not just a bad leader. He is now a dictator." The Pentagon told Reuters it has yet to receive any instructions from the president regarding Venezuela. Meanwhile, one reporter circled back to North Korea during Trump's appearance, asking, "Is the U.S. going to go to war?" After Trump mentioned a possible bad solution to the Korea problem, per CBS News. "I think you know the answer to that," the president replied. After this statement was released, Nicolas Maduro Guerra, the son of Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro, did not take this kindly and issued this terrifying threat to President Trump. Nicolas Maduro Guerra, the son of Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro, threatened to take the White House with guns if President Donald Trump followed through with a military intervention in the country, a possibility he said he would not rule out on Friday. If the U.S. soils the homeland, the rifles would come to New York and take the White House, Maduro Guerra said, according to reports from Venezuelan media. Trump on Friday said he would not rule out the U.S. pursuing a military option against Venezuela, which has come under increased pressure for its human rights abuses. Speaking to reporters from his golf resort in Bedminster, New Jersey, after meeting with Secretary of State Rex Tillerson and UN Ambassador Nikki Haley, Trump said he has many options for Venezuela, including a possible military operation, if necessary. The White House later condemned the Maduro regime for its human rights abuses in a statement released late Friday, saying the Venezuelan leader had refused to heed the White House's calls for the country to hold free and fair elections and instead chosen the path of dictatorship. The people of Venezuela deserve to have a fair election that is not mired in corruption and greed. They can protest all they want, but they may need help if this continues to escalate even further. However, that already seems to be the case after what happened last Tuesday to political figures that oppose the new dictatorship. Two of Venezuela's leading opposition figures were taken from their homes in the middle of the night by state security agents, in President Nicolas Maduro's first moves against his enemies since a widely denounced vote giving his government nearly unlimited powers. The country of Venezuela has been overtaken by a dictator and the people want freedom. Is it so bad that President Trump wants to step in and help those that are being oppressed? Not really at all. Though what is being missed is that President Trump is not saying he is barging into the country with guns blazing, but is saying that it is an option that is not being taken off the table just yet. Now, this dictator's son is threatening to harm the President of the United States, and that is not okay. If he wants to issue this threat, he better be prepared for American patriots to fight back, right? After all, we have freed people from oppressors before and we are not afraid to do it again.